Hey guys, how's it going? Thomas here at Cars and Caffeine again, and it's a beautiful day here in Minnesota, so just wanted to make a video, and today we're going to talk a little bit about an update on my car. If you aren't following us on Instagram, you definitely should, but if you're coming over from Instagram, then you guys probably already know I have gotten rid of my Kia, and I now have a new daily driver. So right now I'm in a 2015 Ford Explorer Sport, and that's going to be my new daily driver. So this video, I kind of want to just focus on a couple of the reasons why I decided to get rid of the Kia instead of keep it once the lease was up. And then in a later video, I'll introduce you a little bit more to the car, some of the things that I like specifically about this car and why I chose this. But right now I just want to focus on why I didn't keep the Kia in particular. So reason number one. With the Kia, I didn't keep it because I really wanted a car I could modify, and I assume most of you probably aren't familiar with the aftermarket community for Kia Optimas or like the KDM market at all, but in general, like it actually has a fairly large aftermarket community, which is kind of surprising. I mean, there's a fair number of forums, and there's online stores like K5 Optima Store, and like Simon Carbon Fiber makes some pieces for it and stuff like that. So there's actually a fair amount of stuff I could do to the car in terms of like aesthetic and appearances, which was definitely exciting and appealing to me and was something I considered. But at the end of the day, what the main drawback for me was that there's not much I could do to the engine, because I had the 2.4 liter inline 4, so it's naturally aspirated. So short of shelling out like $6,000 to do a turbo install of the turbo kit that they offer for it, there's really not much to do to increase the output of the engine drastically anyway. I mean, I could do, you know, and then full bolt-ons, intake, exhaust, stuff like that, and, you know, a tune and stuff. I mean, it's gonna have like 30 wheel horsepower maybe. Like, it's not enough for what I wanted, and I just really want a car with more power. So if I was going to settle for an inline 4, it would definitely need to be something turbocharged. So that was pretty much the main reason why I ended up not keeping the Kia Optima. Just I wanted performance modifications, and having a naturally aspirated inline 4, I couldn't do it. Had I had an Optima with the 2-liter turbocharged engine, it might be a different story, because then you can tune it, do full bolt-ons, and stock they make like 274 horsepower. That's what they're rated at. But by the time you do full bolt-ons and a tune and stuff, you can get them to like 300 wheel horsepower, which that's pretty good. I mean, I would have been okay with that. So had I had a turbocharged car, I don't know, it might be a different story. It's hard to say at this point, but that was definitely one of the factors that led to me not continuing with it. So the second reason is just kind of like a little pet peeve of mine. So like here I'm just being like really picky, and like it's not really that big of a deal, but I really didn't like the amount of road noise inside the Kia. Like, I don't know why, but that just drives me crazy in a car. Like, I want a quieter cabin, and the Optima was just way too loud, and taking apart all the door panels and installing Dynamat or like some kind of sound deadening material, like, that's just not something I really wanted to do or spend money on. Like, I don't know, it just, that drove me crazy. I don't really know why, or I don't have a good reason for why it drove me so crazy, but that's one thing I really didn't like. Besides that though, like overall the build quality and the quality of the materials and just the reliability of the car in the 3 years I had it, I mean, it was great. I love the car, no doubt about that, but I don't know, the road noise was driving me crazy. So that's one minor reason why. And then the third reason, the final reason that I'll lay out here, is I really didn't want front wheel drive anymore. One, for the like performance drawbacks of front wheel drive, it just doesn't handle as well, it's not as sporty or as fun as rear wheel drive, as well as in the winter it's just not fun having front wheel drive. I mean, there's it's obvious that like front wheel drive is just not fun, and it's Minnesota, we have pretty harsh winters, we get a lot of snow, it's not ideal, and I really want to get out of a front wheel drive car now, which is a reason why I really like the Explorer right now. The all-wheel drive system is great, but with the front wheel drive system, the Optima really would need snow tires, no doubt. The all seasons on it were not very good tires at all, so if I kept a Stealth and something I'd replace, so I'd get summer performance tires and then like winter tires, Blizzaks or something like that for winter time, because like even after a rainfall, if like the road was wet and I gave it 75% throttle, like the wheels would spin off a light. Like the all seasons were horrible. It was really bad. But other than that, I really did enjoy the car. It was a great car. It's definitely a great first car. So I mean, if someone's out there shopping for a first car or looking at one used, it's definitely a great car. I'm not trying to like bash it at all or anything. Like, I mean, tons of respect for the car and for the company. They've done great things and offers great value. I mean, you pick up a used one or a new one, it's great value. And one thing I'd watch for is the tires. If you live somewhere with snow, they're not great. But other than that, it's been a great car. So those are the 3 reasons why I chose not to keep it. So hopefully that makes sense. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have an Optima or just want to chime in conversation at all, let me know in the comments. And as I mentioned earlier, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We do post quite a bit of stuff there too, and have some cool stuff going on there. So make sure you join us on Instagram as well. And if you're coming here from Instagram, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you next time. Make sure you look for the video coming up soon on what I love about the Explorer and reasons why I chose this as my daily driver. So until next time, guys.